Good morning, everyone. We are back. We are quite definitely back with Aragon. Aragon the Great, Aragon the Bold, Aragon the nearly controlling the entire Mediterranean coast. Let's go. So what happened last time out? Well, as you can see from that large pop-up, we integrated Castile, and integration is indeed a slow process. Why was that a slow process? It took many years. But we got there eventually, and we now have all this lovely land. All this lovely land, including these guys. These guys. So, that's nice. Gives us a lot of extra development. It can let us upgrade our government rank to Kingdom, which I will do shortly. Gets us just that little bit extra bit of coast, importantly, for the achievement, which is to own the entire coast of the Mediterranean, Black Sea, and Sea of Azov, and form the Roman Empire. The other big thing, well, not big thing, but the other thing that happened last time is a coalition may have slightly formed against us, consisting of Savoy, Siena, and who's the other one? Oh yeah, Ottomans. Yeah, so I'm gonna hope like heck that doesn't trigger, and yeah, basically cross my fingers and hope. I'm sure it'll be fine. In terms of what stands in our way for the achievement, it's mostly the Ottomans and Venice. Those small little things. I mean, there is also Circassia and Imereti, Crimea, and technically the Mamluks as well. Actually, I'm not entirely sure. You need Cyprus for that. For that counts as coast or not. I mean, it's an island, so it should, but I love it. I love Ted. Let's see. Cyprus is one of them, yes. So the Mamluks also stand in our way. And therefore also the Knights, who are being quite cheeky and raiding us repeatedly. Guess you gotta do what you gotta do if you're a holy order. So, right off the bat, I am going to... What am I going to do? Right off the bat, I'm going to blow my nose. That's what I'm going to do. Well, right off the bat, Savoy have left the military coalition. That's quite nice, actually, and so have Siena, which means the Ottomans can't pull a trigger, so I'm feeling nice and cocky. Wonder if they decided that I was too big and they got a bit too scared. What is the amount of aggressive expansion they have? Minus 48. Yeah. Like that to tick down a bit more. What else would I like to do right off the bat? Oh yes, of course. Right off the bat. I'm just going to click this because what the heck. Yes, I want to make this into a state. Now, last time I said, I'm going to have to figure out how many, what ones I'm going to make states, and then parliament seats. We make that a state, and that's the only state we can make because we're at our maximum for now. And we will give this one a seat, I think. I feel like the audio is doubling here. Yes, it's still coming from my speakers. There we go. Toledo's fine. Yes, the people of Toledo have been granted a seat in our parliament. It should be Cortes. Serving the needs of our duchy. That should be empire. Well, we shouldn't be empire just yet. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. Now, I've kind of got two objectives here. Well, I mean, I've still got my main overriding objective, but immediately what I want to do is to let the aggressive expansion boil off a bit. But the other thing I want to do is form a union with Portugal. Portugal are currently at war with Vijay for the reconquest of Goa, which is over here. I'd quite like to see how that is playing out. It doesn't look great, probably because Vijayanagara have walked onto undefended Genoa. Genoa? Yes, if Vijay had walked onto undefended Genoa, we'd be really, really in trouble. Also, I seem to be a little bit quiet, so I'm going to turn myself up. There we go. Hopefully that's still reasonably audible. And they're getting ticking war score as a result, but I really would like to see what's going on. So I'm going to go into diplomatic macro. I'm going to keep you on outraged countries, and I'm going to keep you on improving relations with France. But what I'm going to do is request to share maps. Ethiopia, my best buddy. Please tell me... Actually... Muscovy, I don't mind you getting a bit of... siege. Please tell me about the Arabian Sea. Oh, and now we can see some of that, and it definitely looks like Vijay is occupying there. But I still can't get there. So let's get our... Oh, well, even the Ottomans think we're too big and powerful. Clearly. Ethiopia, please tell me about the Western Indian Ocean, which you only just will. You have no units in a region adjacent to this one. We had no units in a region adjacent to that one, I wouldn't have thought. But oh well. That's a slight pain, actually. A slight pain. But I can work around that. Oh boy, can I work around that. Right, boats. Where are you? Come over here. Mercs, get yourself hired. Nose, get yourself blown. What I'm doing here is I'm trying to get into a position where I can sail here if needed, for reasons that may or may not become apparent or may be very obvious already. Morocco have raided coasts again. I'm gonna really need to put them to the sword at some point. Right. Please attach to boat. So there. You guys. Go here. Then... in fact, go here. Okay. Except you go here, please. I could ask for fleet basing rights from the British, but they would never give me it. In fact, yeah, no, please don't go that way. That's very, very open sea attrition-y. Please instead go this way. Actually, don't know what counts as a region here. Let's have a quick look. It is going to need to be pretty much to here. And let's hope I don't forget about you. Thinking Dongo would give me fleet basing rights. Nope. Oh well. I'm Right, okay. Naples, I want to improve relations with you as well. Okay. I have a plan. You got on the wrong boats. Let's try that again. There we go. Portuguese army sitting down here for some reason. I'm sure Portugal know what they're doing. And we have men over here now, which is nice, just in case that colony rises up. Invincible, I like the sound of it. Both of these are pretty poor. Yeah, I'm fairly ahead of time here. I liked being at 3 stability. Ooh, right. Please drop off troop. Actually, I wonder if just having my boat there would do it. Help if I had a diplomat free, of course. The men have already landed. So we can nearly, very nearly, ah dear. We can very nearly see what we need to see there. Yeah. Alright, you need at least 75 prestige to upgrade your government rank. That's, huh. I was thinking I wanted to avoid capping myself in prestige, but yeah. Oh well. That's not a problem. I'll figure something out. And you are getting absolutely wrecked. But you should make it home. So Savoy, how do you feel about me now? Not too bad. Portugal, how are you doing in that war? Still pretty poor. France, you're at war with who? Siena and Mantua. That's why they left the coalition. And the rebel factions are not quite ticking away, but they were. Losing a fair amount because we are excommunicated. Wonder if it's worth improving relations with the Pope. I mean, he's gonna hate me for forever, but we can certainly improve things a bit. Get dip tech at reduced cost. Quite nice. Baselander merchants. General, while we're thinking about it. The legend in Forcalquier has formed, and as expected, Portugal have formed Portuguese Mexico. Fine, that just makes us more powerful when we inevitably take over Portugal. And we can get the prestige up by completing a couple of these. Missions. Oh, and we're Captain Mel again. I really don't want to take this ahead of time, but yeah. Ah, well. Now, I wanted to get the burgers' loyalty higher. That we can't quite do that yet. Well, we'll do that soon enough. France. Oh, France. You are not a fan of me. It would take 35 years to integrate Naples, and I think I'll get that started just now. Because what is diptych? There is an argument to be made to wait for the annex subjects modifier to disappear first, but I'd rather get this going because we need it for missions and so forth. So I could change him out for a diplomatic relation guy. I could afford that. I would like making the trade income. to be the crusade expiring against Ottomans, which is fine, we don't need it. Be nice to have, but we don't need it. Okay, so we can improve our relations with the Pope a fair amount. Hopefully that means once we... when our glorious leader dies... Oh, the trader died anyway. Well, now is as good a time as any. My line of thought there was, that means that when our... when Perry V dies, and he is fairly old, will be immediately excommunicated, because excommunication follows your leader, not your country. And hopefully we will have enough of a relation with the Pope that he will decide, actually, do you know what? I don't want to re-excommunicate you. I can only hope. And that integration has now come down by 11 years, so it'll be even quicker than that once the subjects ticks away. Pope, who is loyal to Portugal. Portugal, who probably lost that war. Did they? Hard to tell, actually. Looks like it, though. That looks more like this colour than surrounding colour. Either they... Yeah, they lost. That's Bachmanis now. That's Bachmanis colour. Recognise it anywhere. And that would be go there, I guess. Geography is not as good as it could be. Oh well. They'll have that core there for a while, I think. Unless an event removes it once it's lost. Now, Portugal, where are you going to set up a colony, I wonder? They done that. Do you have the Falklands for some reason? Dunno. Of course, the disadvantage to integrating is it ties up one of my diplomats for a couple of decades. Well, about three decades, so. What are you going to do? Ah, one of our generals died. Oh, we've got a lovely drilled army. I keep kind of forgetting / not wanting to realise that France is also one of the nations standing in between me and this achievement. It's not just big old Ottoman. Prestige taken away makes me quite sad. That being said, forming a union with Portugal would... Oh, you allied the Pope. Of course. Fun. Not entirely sure I like any of these. Merchant one is not bad, has to be said. Extra diplomat's not bad. country in the New World insults us for whatever reason. All right, let's actually do this. Okay then. Let's put our merchant here and transfer the trade to Genoa. Like jump a little bit. Not as I'd have liked. And this is why we put our troops here. This will actually grow at a reasonable speed. Funnily enough, for not having any colonial ideas. Our king is a fierce negotiator, and that cleansing of heresy has already... Oh, interesting. So Hungary are now a vassal of Austria. That's interesting. I wonder if Austria will use that for reconquest. Names here, because they're the same text size. It does look like Brandenburg, Poland. I don't know if anyone is big enough to stand up to the Ottomans stage. To the Papal States don't hate us quite as much as they used to. Hey Portugal, do you want to un-excommunicate us? You only hate us because we're excommunicated. Well. I really want to improve my relation with Portugal if I'm going to go into war with them. Disputed succession Muscovy, you say? Well, I have no interest. Florentine separatists, you say, Pope? Well, well, well. Where are you going, Pisa? You're running away, I guess. Relatively sensible. I think the aggressive expansion will have more than ticked away for Portugal. Don't want to end up at war with the Pope again though, but he may not join in. The basis that... Huh. Thought occupied and besieged provinces would